Welcome back to the continuation of this Vectorworks workflow tutorial series. You will form very healthy habits, and that starts with folder hierarchy, how you organize yourself, because if you get it right from the start, it will make your whole experience very pleasant. I guarantee you that. We have the model folder, which is essentially 3D information that we've modeled in SketchUp and then converted into Vectorworks. We keep that separate from the sheet folder. This is interpreting said 3D information into 2D drawings. Backups should be where your Vectorworks is automatically backing up. Another way you can do it is manually. Let's say we have a project going and it has yesterday's date. It's currently the 26th, 2026, today's the 1st, but whatever, let's say it's yesterday's date. Then let's say a day rolls over or it's been a week and I want to make a backup. I would save that into backups and then add today's date. It's the 8th of the 1st, the 1st of the 8th of 26. The reason I'm going backwards is just because as you start stacking these sorts of things, it's going to order itself from top to bottom. Then we have Vectorworks files that are interpreting SketchUp files. And then from that, you go to Sheet, which is straight up Vectorworks that is referencing in those models. This comes with the template. It's not something you need to do, but it comes with my set of hotkeys. If you're coming from another project or if you've been using Vectorworks, you already have hotkeys that you prefer to use. So you can always customize these yourself by going to Tools, Workspaces. We have to go back here and then you edit whichever workspace. Next up, you have the condoc. This is really working as the master file as well as other things. When you go to the resource manager, you'll see that it has a lot of different predefined settings, which are then feeding into a lot of different classes. But the way this works is, this is in condoc. I'm going to go to the joinery file, for example. This design is from the place I work at, Campbell Architecture. When I go into this file, you see that it is italicizing these items. That is because they are being live referenced back into here. Let's say I'm drawing this detail here, and this is what the stone's looking like right now. But I decide that we don't want the stone to look like that. Well, that's being determined in the condoc file. So I'm going to locate this hatch style, then I'm going to edit it. Decided the best color to show is pink, bright pink. Yes, that is very architectural. I'm going to save it, go back here, update the reference, and look at that. Now our Vectorworks projects are speaking to each other. It's probably fair to assume that professionally you want everything to look the same. It's a branding thing. It's also a communication thing that you want to get right from the start. Setting these up one by one, linking them in actually does take a lot of time. There's also the case of if a symbol or a style is green or red, that means something too, which we'll get into later. We also have the interior elevation. It might seem random, but the thought behind this is that we're separating a folder based on its scale as well as because it will start taking up more space. Technically, it could be part of the joinery, but sometimes it's easy just to separate things, especially if you're doing a local job rather than a project share job. So you see that this is already 24 megabytes, but it doesn't even have a model in it. The moment you add a detailed joinery model, this could easily become 200 megabyte file size, and you want to keep things separate as much as possible. That's because if you're importing textures, which isn't necessary, but it looks nice, right? And it also helps the builder, especially the 3D views. You treat it a bit like an IKEA assembly kit. Those images might just become 5 megabytes each. Then we have the survey that is independent, very important. You can see when you import a real survey, it's going to come with a lot of classes that you want to keep separate from your Vectorworks project. If you brought them in, then it would really muddy up your classes. I think that this shows you how at a professional level, you would want to set up your folder hierarchy so that your Vectorworks project, especially moving from SketchUp to Vectorworks, works.